Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Rothschild. We're still in my kitchen, but today I'm going to show you how I develop and create OCs. Character design is my passion. There are 17 characters inside Nima's book. There was actually more, but they couldn't fit, so. Today, I revealed 3 of my newest OCs, the Color Dodge Princesses. All in honor of my 5-year anniversary here on YouTube, I'll be releasing new merch. I've leveled up my merch game. I'm so proud of this collection. Look, color block, embroidered, custom tags. This is all dropping April 26th, so mark your calendar, April 26th. Later in the video, I'll be announcing a Draw This in Your Style where you can win a whole bunch of new merch. So, let's do it. So what does OC stand for? OC stands for original character. In the art community, OCs have become so popular. Many artists have OCs. For example, Ilya has Lisa, Argerm has Pepper, and Loish has No Girl. There are many ways to create an OC. There's no one correct way, but the 2 most popular methods I've seen are 1, you have the story first. You have a movie script, a book script, and then you create a visual after. Or number 2, you start visually, like with Nima. You create a character that you think looks really cool aesthetically, and then you create a story around them. For me, having an OC leads to some of my favorite ways that fans show their support and appreciation. Last year I had a Draw This in Your Style with Nima and Faye, and it was so awesome. Oh my gosh. I saw so many different artists, so many different art styles. It was such an amazing experience. Whenever I create an OC, the first thing I think about is how they are an extension of who I am. Whether it's a passion or a person I know. For example, this is Flip. This is a character inside Nima's book. Flip joins Nima on her journey, and Flip is kind of like my self-insert. Yeah, I created Flip around the time I bleached my hair. Do you guys remember that? Flip is a cook, and he wants to become the world's greatest chef. He represents my love for food, and also he's super passionate. Whatever goal or endeavor he has, he goes at it at 110%. Also, we have Nima and Faye. Nima represents a more technical side. She has a love for art and for drawing and a bit of an overthinker. And then Faye represents my more introverted side. I'm an only child, she's an only child. She has a hidden passion for dancing, and I love to dance. So you guys can see how I love to take different parts of who I am and infuse it into every character I create. Next thing I think about when creating an OC is think about their main goal in life. What is their objective? These things are dictated by their past, present, and future. I also think about what position they are in society. Does your world even have a society? For example, in Nima, this is the council. We have 5 gates inside Nima, and these council representatives each represent a gate. You can tell here that they have kind of more lighter palette in their robe, but here, Ame has a kind of darker essence, which can indicate rebelliousness. And so, no spoilers, but Ame looks like the odd one out. The third thing I think about when creating my OCs is that your character should have a thing, a defining characteristic that goes alongside your character. It can be a physical trait, a hobby, or even a special ability. And a good example of this is Atlas. Yes, this is another character from my book, and you might have seen a quick animation of him in the Find Your Light animation. He's an Olympic swimmer, and his thing is his red nose. You know how kind of lifeguards, they are out in the sun a lot and their nose gets sunburnt? I kind of wanted to play that up. I understand that these characters are multifaceted, but having a thing helps the audience remember who they are. And once you've identified that thing, then you can build out the other layers of what makes them them. For example, I know my name is Ross Draws, but I do more than just draw. Ross bakes, Ross dances, Ross codes. Just kidding, I don't really code. And we can also play with that one characteristic and develop a story. Play with the audience expectations and emotions. I think it's super powerful if they even lost their one thing. A really fun exercise for creating OCs is to design them in a team. Every team has a leader and some supporting castmates, and every character is flawed, so they have strengths and weaknesses, but it's really fun to think about the dynamic and how they work together as a whole. In popular culture, teams of 3 and 5s are very common. For example, you have Powerpuff Girls, Totally Spies, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Avatar, team of 3, it was originally Aang, Sokka, and Katara, and it grew to 5 with Toph and Zuko. We have Teen Titans, we have Power Rangers, and we have Sailor Moon, all teams of 5s. Also, on my Twitch channel, we've just designed a team ourselves. Look at this. Theodore, the cute battle maid. Yes, this is what you guys wanted. Yeah, it was super fun to design them as a team. This was to celebrate my digital art bootcamp. Also, a quick thank you to everyone that joined the digital art bootcamp. The first class dropped this week. You know, over 4,500 students, that's insane. But make sure you do your homework. If you want to learn more about the bootcamp, head to patreon.com/rossdraws. And introducing the newest team of 3, the Color Dodge Princesses. I'm sure you guys know Miracle. I debuted her on my channel in 2019. She was the original Color Dodge Princess. She represents the energy we have here. Positivity, inspiration, and happiness. She loves creating miracles for people. And as time goes on, stories and characters change and develop. My logo has a 3-color sparkle, and each of the sparkle represents a princess. Miracle represents the blue one, Wish represents the pink one, and Dream represents the yellow one. I really enjoyed designing them as a complete set. I had to think about how to keep them cohesive but unique at the same time. Each princess has a different crown. You know, Miracle has a sparkle crown and a sparkle earring, and then I made Wish to complement. You know, I gave her star earrings and a star crown because we wish upon a star. Dream, yes, the 3rd Color Dodge princess. She has a moon crown. It can depict the phase of the moon, whether it's a crescent or a full moon. She has dream cloud-like hair, moon and star earring because we dream at night. I just wanted her to embody the essence of a dream. So when I created Dream, my work still isn't done. You know, I have to then design them as a cohesive unit, as a team. And so over the course of this phase, Wish originally had shorter hair, but it changed into a pixie cut to push more of that spunky, fun personality. And then Dream's original eye color was actually purple. A little more kind of dark, mysterious, a touch of evil. But I changed it to more of an icy white to push that ethereal essence that I'm going for. And Miracle just stayed the same. Visually, designing a team of characters is a really fun exercise for anyone. You can keep a similar silhouette between all of them, or really push the different archetypes and exaggerate shape language. The most important thing is cohesion, whether they have a matching visual component or a matching art style. So now, draw this in your style. Yes, pick one of the princesses or even all of them and draw them in your own style. And use the hashtag Ross draws this in your style so I can find your work. And the deadline is April 24th. I'll pick 3 winners to give a $250 shopping spree to my new collection. For more details, head to my Instagram. Guys, April 26th is when my Color Dodge collection drops. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, every day is a Color Dodge day.